China's economic crossroads, a year of reckoning. The year 2025 marks a pivotal moment for China's economic trajectory. After decades of unprecedented growth, the world's second-largest economy finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with a confluence of internal and external challenges. The era of double-digit growth is a distant memory, replaced by a new reality of slower, more uncertain economic expansion. The Chinese Communist Party, long accustomed to engineering economic miracles, faces perhaps its most significant test yet. The decisions made in Beijing this year will have profound implications, not only for China's own future, but also for the global economy. Will 2025 be a year of recalibration for China's economic model, or a harbinger of a more tumultuous future? The stakes are undeniably high, and the world is watching closely as China navigates this critical juncture. The outcome will depend on the CCP's ability to address deep-seated structural issues, adapt to a changing global landscape, and maintain confidence in its economic stewardship. The Q1 Mirage growth spurt, and underlying concerns. The year 2025 began with a glimmer of hope for China's economy. After the disruptions of the pandemic, Q1 GDP growth surged to an unexpected 5.4%, exceeding forecasts and injecting a dose of optimism into global markets. This spurt was fueled by a confluence of factors, including pent-up consumer demand, robust growth in the tech sector, particularly in artificial intelligence and electric vehicles, and government stimulus measures aimed at revitalizing economic activity. However, this initial burst of growth proved to be a mirage, masking deeper structural issues that continue to plague the Chinese economy. Forecasts for the remainder of 2025 paint a more sobering picture, predicting a slowdown to around 4% growth, a far cry from the heady days of double-digit expansion. While the Q1 growth spurt provided a temporary reprieve, it did little to alleviate concerns about mounting debt, the ongoing real estate crisis, and escalating global tensions, all of which cast a long shadow over China's economic prospects. The debt albatross, a looming shadow over China's future. One of the most pressing challenges confronting China's economy is the albatross of debt, a legacy of years of credit-fueled growth. Total debt, including government, corporate, and household debt, has ballooned to staggering levels, raising concerns about financial stability and the sustainability of China's economic model. At the heart of the debt problem lies the real estate sector, which has long been a key driver of China's economic growth. Years of overbuilding and speculation have created a massive housing bubble, with millions of apartments sitting empty across the country. The Evergrande saga, a cautionary tale of over-leveraging and reckless expansion, has exposed the fragility of the real estate market and sent shockwaves through the financial system. The CCP faces a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, it must rein in excessive borrowing and deflate the housing bubble without triggering a financial crisis. On the other hand, it cannot afford to let the real estate sector collapse, as this would have severe repercussions for economic growth, employment, and social stability. Section 4. Navigating global headwinds, trade wars, and technological tensions. Adding to China's economic woes are escalating global tensions, particularly with the United States. The trade war, initiated during the Trump administration, continues to simmer, with tariffs and trade barriers remaining in place. This has disrupted global supply chains, increased costs for businesses and consumers, and injected a significant degree of uncertainty into the global trading system. Beyond trade, the US and China are locked in a fierce competition for technological dominance. The US has imposed restrictions on technology transfers, particularly in sensitive areas like semiconductors and artificial intelligence, aiming to curb China's technological rise and maintain its own technological edge. These global headwinds pose significant challenges for China's export-oriented economy and its ambitions to become a global leader in innovation. The CCP is acutely aware of these challenges and has responded with a two-pronged approach, accelerating indigenous innovation and promoting domestic consumption as key drivers of economic growth.